I go to Quality Dairy earlier, right? And I see the nigga that there was a nigga that started around the same time that I started at Amazon, and everybody was like, he looks like you. Then I'm like, no, he doesn't.
Does he even still? I don't even think he
so,
still
bro,
works there.
I see him in Quality Dairy, right? I'm like, you quit too, huh? He like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, bro, I'm like, I have not seen that dude.
He was like, yo, I found something better. And I'm like, oh, word? I should have asked him what he
nigga
found.
Ain't find nothing better.
That's what
that
he
was
said.
His fucking excuse.
Bro, he was like, I found something better. I'm like, oh, okay, bro.
You know what? I can't even be mad because him quitting probably the reason why I got a raise.
Yeah, him, me, and a bunch of other motherfuckers.
Nah, you didn't. You was just too much for them dudes. They was gonna fire you anyway. You was about to run the whole company.
Nah, facts.
He's about to beat up the Amazon guy for yelling at him.
Facts,
I said
bro.
go. He was like, oh, hold up. Let me go park this truck.
Bro, I kid you not. The look on this nigga's face, bro. The look on his face when he saw me coming. Like, he was like, oh, shit.
Like, let me dial 911 real quick. Had that shit pre-dialed.
Facts. But yeah, so I spoke to Trey, right? And I wanted to ask you about this too. And actually, I'm glad we're doing it on the pod because it's good content. But I spoke to Trey, and I was like, yeah, what's up, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't invite niggas to the crib. What's going on, man? Bro say you won't be coming around like that. He goes, that nigga don't hit me up. So I go, yo, he literally says the same thing about you. He said you don't hit him up. I'm like, y'all got a communication problem.
No, we don't. We have a fucking group chat.
Bro,
I constantly put shit in the group chat. Mm-hmm. Trey doesn't. There is literal evidence. Me, you, and DeAndre are the only ones who fucking really hit up the group chat. Trey literally texts you directly. He calls you directly.
Nah, he doesn't.
My nigga.
So this is kind of why
I'm saying, but even then, my nigga, you knew Trey moved before I did, bro.
Yeah,
and nigga, we are in a group chat together. That makes no sense.
I'm kind of leaning towards Trey is a bad communicator because I'm a foreigner and I communicate with all three of y'all, even outside the group chat.
Now, Trey, I'm not going to sit here and act like I am like a fucking recluse, bro. When I'm in the house, I'm in the house. I don't really.
I just mean communication, like
even bro. I'll be honest with you. I really don't be texting nobody. Like if you're not in a group chat with me, you probably not getting text.
Okay,
but
so
Trey be in a group chat, so he never puts anything in there.
DeAndre, do I call you?
Yes,
bro. Do I call you?
Yeah.
Trey knows I call him. You two live together, so that kind of disqualifies it. DeAndre, do you call Trey?
Absolutely not. That nigga's not going to answer. Don't do that. That nigga ain't going to answer.
Not even that. See, Denzel, the difference.
What's the difference?
The difference is, bro, it just comes to culture for us. Like, at least Michigan. Not just like, I ain't talking about just like a culture in the whole. Just like us in Michigan, at least.
Right.
We do not do that shit, bro. You want to communicate?
Y'all don't call each other.
Nah, not really. No one likes talking on the fucking phone. That's why we don't do it.
Well, it's not like I won't, but I don't because people our age don't know how to like communicate / like plan.
I hate talking on the phone with people. Not like in the back. Like I just hate like having to pick up my fucking phone. And then like, all right, what's up? And then like sometimes like if I don't have my fucking headphones, I gotta hold that motherfucker. Hand get tired. Then it's like, damn.
I never talk without my headphones. I couldn't tell you the last time I put like my phone to my ear.
Like if I don't have my headphones, I just pop that bitch on speaker. But sometimes conversations gotta be a little private. And niggas might say something wild, and I got you on speaker. Now everybody looking at me.
That's why I make sure my AirPods always charged. Fuck that.
For me, it's purely a sense of like being pragmatic. Like I like stuff to get done. Like I'm very like OCD about like being like orderly, somewhat orderly. So like if I call you and I'm like, so what you want to do? And you're like, I don't know. And I'm like, we want to do this. You're like, no, not really. I'm just gonna hang up on you. Like I'm the type of person.
Yeah, I'm calling niggas bluffs. I think niggas is just antisocial. To be honest with you.
Oh, absolutely.
I think both. I think all three of you niggas
really
is just
like
antisocial.
That word because I'm not antisocial. That's not even factual.
Bro, there's no reason.
And
I said this. Hold on. I said this to your
people
brother.
People who are antisocial are people who don't know how to associate with others, right? Like have issues with doing that. I have no issue with associating.
Okay, that's kind of semantics, right? But the only reason I say that is because there's no reason I should talk to you or Trey more than y'all talk to each other when y'all blood brothers.
Nigga, I don't even talk to DeAndre every fucking day.
Y'all live together. That's different.
No, it's not, bro. Nigga, we will literally walk past each other and not say goddamn
The
thing.
only reason I use the term antisocial, right, is because antisocial in my mind is like I just don't really like communicating with like outside forces, right? Me, I'm a complete opposite. Like I can be antisocial, but I love bothering niggas. Like I be calling y'all random times. I know y'all be looking at the phone like, what does this nigga want? But I don't care because I love you niggas. Like I want to chat with you niggas. Like I want to make sure y'all good. Yo, DeAndre, what you cop? You just cop some super bazooka? Let me see that shit, nigga. Yo, Jabril, what you got going on? What route they sent you on today? You on Okemos? They sent you to East? Like
nigga,
I just
most
like bothering
of the time
niggas.
you call me, I am blasted.
Yeah, bro. I don't care. I just love talking to y'all niggas. Like,
yeah,
no, that's fine. I'm just saying.
Even Trey, bro.
You definitely have a point of that. Like I said, me, it's like it's hard for me to do stuff like that, and I don't know why. But like for me, it's like I need like reasons to like communicate, and like that's not a bad reason. But I'm saying like me, I'm the type of person. I'm like, all right, what you want to do? You like want to play GTA? I'm like, nah, I don't really want to play GTA. What you trying to go watch the Lions play? Nah, I ain't really trying to do that. And I'm just like, if that happens like enough of me, I'm like, all right, we gonna have to figure out something else because I don't like. I guess you're right. I don't like communicating if I feel like there's no point to communicate.
Exactly. That's
like, I gotta
what I mean.
get something out of it.
Well, no, I mean for me, it's like if we ain't planning something to do, if it's not like productive, I don't really see the point of communicating. Especially like
nigga,
on my days that I'm not, no, on the days that I'm not doing anything, I want to just fucking chill.
Nah.
And you can say all the time.
Me too. You're right.
I want to chill. I don't mind chilling with my homies and we just sit around and just like chill.
And I'm not saying on your day off,
niggas
got
like,
a link. I'm saying I like talking to people that I care about.
I don't even call people on the daily.
Bro, like, I call people on a daily. I call like 4 people.
I love all my family. And I think
they
know that. But as far as me talking to them every day, it's for me, I was not raised like that. No one in my family really did that kind of shit.
Me neither, bro. I'm going to be honest with
you. I personally, it's probably an excuse, but I don't do it.
Bro, if you go through my call log, the 2 people, as of this moment, that I call the most right now is Sade and you.
I mean, the most people, see, for me, it's not like I don't call people because, like, I talk to my sister every now and then and, like, every other day. My mom, pretty much daily. I talk to you. I talk to Jocelyn. Shit, every now and then my brother-in-law calls me. I talk to him. Like, it's not like I don't call people or I don't do these kind of things. Do I prefer to do it? No. But if I have to do it to get shit done, of course. But it's not something I'm like, oh, out of nowhere, let me just pick up my phone and call somebody just to talk to them. I don't really do that kind of stuff. Like, if I'm just chilling and I'm just sitting there chilled, like, I ain't really going to do that kind of stuff.
Okay. So my original point, the only reason I brought this up, because like I said, I talked to Trey, and he literally says the same thing you say. He's like, bro, don't hit me up. And I'm like, nigga, y'all niggas is brothers. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Like, he's just like, you don't hit me up. I'm like,
I get back to my point, or not even to the point, but what I said earlier. We are in a group chat. It takes 2 seconds to put something in the group chat. Trey is my brother. I should not have to text you directly if you are in the group chat. Because I would literally text y'all and I would say, what y'all doing?
Facts.
What y'all up to?
That's facts. DeAndre does that too.
I try to engage.
So I said to him, I said, bro, when's the last time you called him?
Now he calls me more than I call him. I will give him credit to that.
He did. He said that.
Like, that nigga will just call me and we will talk. I'm like, I give him that.
And so I go, yo, bro. So, I know, like, I don't like going to niggas' houses unannounced, right? But what I will do is, if we plan something and the plan is information, and I know it's a plan that's happening, accordingly, I might pop up. So
no, I will pop up at your house unannounced.
That's what I said.
I told him. I am one of those people.
I said, bro.
If I'm in the area and I know that you there, I will just show the fuck up.
I said, bro, what's your address? What's your addy? Like, just in case, like, I'm gonna pull up. That's the day I asked you to come with me, but you just had to work, so you were tired or whatever.
I was tired as fuck.
Yeah. So I was like, I asked him. I said, what's your addy? He sent me the address. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you right now, I'm pulling up. He goes, I don't care shit. Pull up.
He
blah,
just
blah,
keeps
blah.
moving further away though.
He's like 20. I think that's why he isn't here tonight, Because I called him
further away this time. Like Holt was.
I called him when I pulled up in the parking lot, and I was just like, "Bro, where you at?" And like I said, I was gonna go get him.
For him, it puts him further now because the highways are all like detoured because of the construction. So coming from Okemos to Lansing, I work out there Thursday through freaking Saturday. Bro, it takes like 20, 30 minutes to get out there just because of that.
That shit is deep.
So, like, because I seen him the other day, actually. I seen him, I want to say it might have been Friday. He was coming, I'm pretty sure he was going home, and I was still doing my route. Like, I seen him on, what road was it? I think it was Mount Hope Road. So, even if he goes the way like that way, just going through the side roads, that's going to take you even longer.
I told him I'd come get him. I said, bro, I'll pick you up. I'll drop you off.
And that's the thing. He lives like Okemos, Hazlitt. So he's like kind of even deeper. 25
minutes.
So I'm like,
minutes. I put it in GPS.
You know, most trailer parks are trailer areas and how they have them set up. They're mostly on the outside. Like
you know what's funny? I told him, I said, bro, if I couldn't pick you, I got to bring my shotty with me, bro. I don't know.
Ain't no hillbilly shit. Actually, I haven't been to no.
Them niggas in there putting needles in their arms and shit.
Dead ass. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not know Okemos had like a trailer park. Bro,
every nice area has a trailer. Bro. See. Sade's grandparents live in fucking Diamondale.
That's different.
There's a trailer park
Diamondale,
right next to a suburb.
is like a small suburb.
Nah, bro. That shit's just like Charlotte, bro.
No, bro. See, you don't understand.
Actually, you know what? You're right. I'm not from here. You know better than that. Yep, you're right.
Okemos. If you ever really been in Okemos, it is fucking huge. I mean, it's as big as Lansing. Maybe smaller, a little smaller, but it's that fucking big. Diamondale ain't that big. It's like the little country suburb.
No, I was just confused because Diamondale has a suburb that Sade's grandparents live in, and then right next to the suburb is a fucking trailer park. I've seen the same shit in Florida. It's like a nice area, then it's trailer parks.
Man, if you've been in the area of Florida, or not Florida, been in the area of Okemos I've been in, dude.
Yo, I love these fucking grandiose introductions. Yo, thank God so much for pulling up to the Preciselymess Podcast. We back again. Is this 3 weeks in a row?
I think.
Might be 4, actually.
3 or 4 weeks in a row, man. This is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, Chris. Talking to you, nigga. I love you, bro. I miss you. Yo, so first topic I want to get into. 17-year-olds is out here clapping niggas, bro. They caught PNB Rock's killer. The nigga was 17. His dad was the getaway driver, and his stepmom was the lookout. Did y'all see that shit?
Yeah, I did
not see the
it.
mom thing though.
That's I see. She got arrested. The dad's on the run.
She was crying in court. Did you see that? No, the dad got caught. The dad got caught yesterday.
Who was on the run then? Oh no,
the dad was on the run.
Okay.
He got caught yesterday.
So, one, I still want to know like how their whole plan came together. Like, how did they know he was there?
So apparently, they went to go eat. They saw PNB Rock pull up in the Rose. They're like,
see that kind of shit. Like,
that's crazy.
Doesn't make sense to me.
That's
so
crazy.
You just like seen this man pull up in there, and it was like some real who like is this like some Pop Smoke shit. Y'all just seen this nigga pop up. See, California niggas are really different.
They hungry.
Niggas was like, yo, I just got my chicken and waffles. Is that PNB? All right.
Is hungry, bro.
40 minutes later, yo, this is the whole plan. I'm getting my son involved, getting my wife involved.
I legitimately don't think people understand how hungry it is. Like, you motherfucker. Like,
I get it.
Right.
I understand,
but
that's
just
like,
if you don't got
wild.
If you don't got a pop
your 17-year-old son,
and a motherfucker pull up in a Royce with jewels on his neck. I ain't gonna lie. I can't blame a motherfucker for just thinking about.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I mean, everybody different. I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing it either. Wait, DeAndre, let me ask you this. So you say they pulled up. You see the Rose pull up. You see the jewelry on them. You're the dad though. Are you telling your son, yo, go get that look for me, son?
Hell no,
absolutely. That's bad parenting. I'm talking about as a person on like a purely human basis. I can understand the mindset of a human being being like, oh no, I need that.
Yeah, that I understand.
I need those resources. It's not the dynamic between the father and son is deplorable. Terrible father, terrible human beings in general for even doing that to somebody. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter. Human beings we're not strictly moral. We don't live our lives purely based on morale. You know, in terms of what's morally right, morally wrong. A lot of people live their life on what's going to further them. And if I see a motherfucker, when I'm driving a Kia, I'm not in Kia, I'm driving a fucking old-ass Honda Civic, and the motherfucker put up in Rolls Royce, and he not from my area, you from New York, you coming out where I live, living better, studying on us, and the motherfucker be like, nah, I need that.
Well, yeah, I want that. I think that's pretty obvious. But what I'm saying, like, and I agree with you. I don't
know how I see it is this.
I agree with you. What I'm saying is, if you're the dad, though.
I think you're looking at it like, I think he's saying, like, since he's the father, he needs to be the leader. And as the leader, you can't be telling your son, like, yo, this is the way. This is how we gonna get it and get out of this shit. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. When you're that low and you like, damn, nigga, that his chain can buy my house. His chain can get me out of debt. His chain we can go live our lives like kings with that man's chain. So I understand that it's like, damn, that's really enticing. Like, I really want to snatch that shit. But you're chancing your son's life. And the thing is this. It's not that it's not even about the morals. It's that the fact that they did it and he made his son be the trigger man. He told his son to go in there and do that shit. He didn't go in there himself. He was the getaway driver.
And the fucking stepmom waited outside.
So now that bothers me as a man, that's disgusting. Because obviously it's wrong. That shouldn't have happened either way it goes.
That's disgusting.
But the father,
you're a dad, getaway driver, bro. You're a dad.
You're really gonna.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna see.
Yeah, I'm
taking the fall for that one, but but that's just what a father's gonna do.
Of, like, parental instincts with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Luna could go do a drive-by and then come home. Yo, Dad, I just did a drive-by. I'm like, yo, I get in the room. I did it.
I think it's people
that one, bro. You did drive.
I think it's people.
Hold on.
First and foremost, this is what we're about to go. I'm like, okay. First of all, where are the shells?
So
answer that question.
Isaiah 17.
If Isaiah came in and he was like, Dad, I fucked up. I just shot this shit up.
What you gonna say?
I'm serious, dead ass. I'm asking him, okay, where are the shells? Where did you see? Did you shoot out the window? Or did you shoot inside the car?
So he's like, I shot out the window,
bro. Dad. Look. If we ain't gotta go to prison, nobody going to prison. We gonna make that. We gonna clean that shit up.
What if he says, I shot out the window, Dad. The shells are in the street somewhere.
Then yeah, if they find that shit, then I did it.
Okay, all right, yeah. So you feel the same way I do.
I mean, we gonna take they ain't gonna find the gun, so it don't matter.
All right, so let's transition here, DeAndre. I really want to get your opinion on this because it was in my mind a lot today. Because I've been literally seeing it on my fucking YouTube feed pretty much all day. We kind of touched on this last episode, but it's getting deeper. Vladimir Putin mobilizes 300,000 to 1 million troops of his civilians to fight in the active war against Ukraine. Niggas was like, nah, niggas was dipping out Russia. They actually have satellite footage of highways leaving Russia. And this is the first draft, I guess, quote unquote, you could say draft, that's happened since the Vietnam War. Where do you think this goes? Nope. Yep. First draft since Vietnam War. I fact checked. In the world.
For Russia. Are you talking, for Russia, as far as like the country? Because for us, yeah, the draft happened. That was like our second draft ever.
You know, I misspoke. Not the first draft. I mean, this is the latest draft that's happened since our draft in the Vietnam War in the world.
I was like, I'm sorry for Russia. I think theirs, the only one they ever had was the one in World War II.
You're right. I misspoke.
Really? That's actually quite surprising that they didn't draft in Afghanistan.
Nope.
They didn't have to. I mean, at that point, the Soviet Union was still like powerful.
Does a draft count if it's mandatory military service? I wonder.
No, I don't consider that because
a draft is when. Well, I know you know. I know you know what a draft is, but it's when they like call up the reserve troops
or draft. Because drafting is optional, isn't it?
No,
drafting is
drafting. But in America, I think it is because you sign up for selective service, and that would put you in the draft.
That's not optional.
The reason it is. Yeah, actually, that's not true. It is optional. No, the only reason it is. the reason I had to sign up for it because I went to school. And if you request government assistance, such as financial aid, you have to sign up for the selective draft.
No, that's not true.
That's what I was told.
So no, actually, no, you're halfway right. The only reason the draft is kind of optional, you can go, no, I don't want to do this, but then you can't get your driver's license. You can't vote. You can't do a bunch of other things that you need to do to be like a productive citizen.
But that's not true because I know there's a lot of people who didn't sign up for selective draft and they can still vote and shit. They can still get government assistance and shit.
Cat.
All right, man.
I gotta meet.
I'm under the
people.
impression with Denzel, in my opinion, in my impression. Now, whether it's enforced or not, I don't know. But legally, my understanding is that you miss out on multiple different things.
You can't get a driver's license. That's first,
because you have to when you're 18, like you pretty much have to sign up for selective service. Like
that's one of the biggest arguments with feminism right now is that, yo, you want to be equal to men, you got to join the selective services. A lot of women are like,
that's a whole nother point.
That's a whole nother conversation. But let's go back to Russia. Do y'all think Putin is shooting himself in the foot by calling up troops? And what do you think the outcome looks like?
I think that the outcome is going to be that his own people are eventually going to get tired of his antics.
And
his antics are hurting their country. They're hurting their resources. They're hurting.
I think he's going to get clapped. You think he's going to get clapped?
Actually,
he's got a lot of money, though.
He's not.
He's powerful.
So what he's doing right now is his back's against the wall. This is a failure of a war. Remember, he said this is supposed to be a week war. Like, we're supposed to clean this shit up in a week and be out of there.
In a week.
So remember who backs him and why he's been in power so long. Money backs power, right? He's backed by oligarchs, billionaires. From what I'm hearing information and stuff is that they're talking about overthrowing this man. They're like, yo, you got one more chance, and if this don't go right, you out of here. You being replaced. Because oligarchs is like, yo, you fucking up the money. They want to make their money. And right now they're like, we can't make their money because America and NATO is like, they put sanctions everywhere. They can't make no money, bro. Think about all the brands that has left Russia, that's been banned from Russia. So they can't bring no money in. He's doing this because, one, they lost a lot of soldiers, more soldiers than they could have ever imagined, dead ass. Two, like I said, back against the wall, last option. Okay, we're going to mobilize. We can just get this draft. 300,000, fuck it. Just do it. Because we're about to, this is a big push. Winter's coming. They've been saying this. When winter hits, that's it. The war will be, they're going to overtake the war.
So I saw something interesting. I saw a report that was saying they're waiting for winter to hit. Because
the ground right now,
it's funny.
From what I understand, is too soft for their tanks to it's only one way. You have to take that road.
So that brings us back to deja vu, right? World War II. Remember, the Russians were waiting for it to get cold to fuck with the Nazis. They're like, we gonna fuck you up when the winter comes. So it kind of brings back a similar nostalgia.
See, no, the difference is this. Ukrainians ain't no damn Germans. Them Germans have never experienced. Remember, Germans, they don't experience that type of weather. They don't. That's why they failed in that area. Yeah, Ukrainians,
they know what's up.
Guess what?
They know what's up.
They're right next to Russia.
That's what I was going to say. I agree.
They're going to, like I said, it's more of an equipment thing than it is them not being able to fight right now.
So let's get it all in all. Let's get a take here. Who do you think is winning this war, Ukraine or Russia? DeAndre, you go first.
Just Ukraine. I mean, Ukraine has. I mean, it's not really Russia versus Ukraine. It's pretty much Russia versus the world, or at least the whole, EU. You know what I mean? How many billions of dollars has the United States sent in money and also weapons to Ukraine? How many billions of dollars has Britain, has Poland? On top of, we have American fighters over there. They say we don't. We know we do.
Do you think they're joining NATO after this?
That's hard. That's hard to say. I think that if they join NATO, I think it's a legitimate chance that Putin knows he's lost, and Putin does not seem like the type of guy or the type of man and leader that rolls over. And I think that it's legit. I mean, I don't know everything. I'm not no analyst, no CIA, FBI analyst, but I do think that it's a legitimate chance from just my general knowledge of history that a nuclear strike against Ukraine is very likely, in my opinion.
And that was going to be my third follow-up.
If they join NATO, the only real option would be either you strike Ukraine with some kind of nuclear strike, or they lay down and say, let's negotiate, let's figure this out. We'll call a truce or whatever, because Russia by itself is barely holding on to Ukraine with just like monetary and weapon support of the EU and mainly America. What are you going to do? You actually have to fight against Germany. You got to fight against Poland. You got to fight against Britain, all of the NATO and basically general members of the EU. They can't hold up to that. They can barely fight Ukraine.
Bro, what do you think?
Well,
Ukraine or Russia?
Piggyback off winning? What you said. Well, before that,
go ahead.
Ukraine and Russia. Honestly, I don't think there's anyone winning so far. I think it's really a stalemate. Right now, all Ukraine is doing is winning a few battles. That's it. Everybody in it, everybody wants to claim victory and be hurrah, congratulations to them. But once again, you have to understand they are going against an entire Russian army. They're not a weak force. This like I said, is it a complete fuck up? Yes. Complete. But you know who else had a complete fuck up? We did in Vietnam.
And Afghanistan.
So, complete fuck up. So, it's not surprising. But once again, you should know this man, Putin, is very serious when he just immobilized the draft. He says, okay, they humiliated this man. He's embarrassed.
Right.
So, I definitely think that once winter does come, they're going to get back. I think at some point they're going to have to get back to the negotiating table. Because if Russia is able to get their tanks across there, that's it. Because like I said, it's really an equipment issue. Not being able to get all their equipment across that muddy road. That is because from what I understand, they're saying it's like one way in. It's like yeah, and that's all muddy. So it's hard to get their equipment across there.
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Well, also before that,
when
you were saying what happens if like they join NATO, World War III would technically commence. Article 5, NATO 5 says no, seriously. Article 5 says one attack.
Yep.
You attack against all.
Yeah.
And guess who's in the middle of a fucking war right now? Ukraine. I understand for the safety of their country, they're pretty much saying we're willing to start World War III. Now, as an American, I ain't willing to stay. I'm good, bro. Stay out of that shit. And if America, we need to stay out of the shit that is in the hole.
I do not. It's not. I don't do this happily, but I have to say this just because it's more morality reasons. Fuck them niggas in Ukraine. Jackson, Mississippi does not have clean water.
Fuck Brett Favre.
Flint, Michigan does not have clean water still. We have multiple people in the southeast part of the country, mainly Florida, that are hit after that hurricane that need aid and need assistance, and they are getting it to some extent. But how many billions of dollars did we give to Ukraine to help them fight a war?
I'm so happy you just said that. There's so many directions I want to go right now, but since you just said that, I'm gonna stick to this one. So I watched a Joe Rogan clip, and he had somebody on. They were talking about student loan debt forgiveness. And they were kind of like, I don't really know, because then you're telling everybody that didn't go to college, like, you have to pay for the people that did go to college and blah, blah, blah. And my first thought was, nobody said nothing when we, as the taxpayers, all three of us, paying all this money to go to Ukraine. I don't know them niggas. Them niggas not my cousins, my brother, no none of them. Y'all taking money out of my check and it's going over there.
The people who say that.
So how dare you think twice about taking away my student loan debt? Fuck you, nigga.
See, the people who say that are the ones who did pay it and probably paid that shit completely off.
Bro,
so they don't get the deal. So now they're salty. They're like, yo, what the fuck? I didn't get $20,000 off when my student loans, when I had mine. Well, you can't blame people who can't afford to pay it off.
Bro, they didn't think twice about saying nothing when our money came out of check to go to Ukraine.
Bro, not even that. It's not like these people are going to a 4-year fucking institution, wasting 4 years of their fucking life to come out of there with hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt to just like, yeah, I'm never going to pay this shit back until the government decides to do it. No, they actually try to go find a job within their field. And guess what? They still end up working at fucking McDonald's because that fucking field they're in, it's no jobs.
Yeah,
like, what do you want?
Agree.
That's not their fault.
And again, my problem isn't the complaint. Is where was the complaint when that same money came out and went to Ukraine?
Hold on.
These niggas.
There was no complaining because the white people don't care because the Ukrainians are white. Let's keep it a buck.
Okay.
I mean, there's literal evidence, like factual evidence. Like this isn't hyperbole.
They didn't care about the Afghan war.
This is like a legitimate fact that plenty of newscasters and plenty of news sources, like Western news sources, literally said, "Oh, this is tragic. They're white." Like that. I'm not speaking. This is not hyperbole, people. If you haven't heard about this, because maybe not everybody was keeping up with it. This is a fact. Multiple new Fox, MSNBC, a lot of news sources literally were saying, like, and not just even in America, also in other EU countries, literally saying, "Oh my God, this is terrible. They're white. We've never seen such savagery happen to white people."
Yeah, I've seen that.
We've never seen such
that
savagery
was
happen
the
to white people.
funniest shit ever, bro.
Literally, the reporter's like, "Of course we care. They're white."
Yo, that nigga was flabbergasted. I swear to God, when he said that, he was so flabbergasted by it. He's like, "White people are fighting. I don't understand it." I swear to God. He was like, "We have never seen the savagery." I'm like, bro. I'm like, the Russians did fight the Nazis. I mean,
facts.
This ain't the first time white people
kill
white
trying to
people.
use it again as like, this fight.
Motherfuckers, hey man, I swear, some of these white people just forget history. It's like, this is the first time white people have ever fought other white people.
People were paying so close attention to like the coverage of this stuff when it first happened. Maybe they were, not everybody, but look at all the freaking, look at all the Ukrainian flags on Twitter and stuff like that. We stand Ukraine, all the Ukrainian flags. And to be fair, people also did do this with Palestine, but I don't think up to this. But not up. Hold on,
bro.
But not up to this.
They ain't care about that shit either
because the Palestine stuff died over quickly. A and B.
They ain't care about that shit.
Yeah, but I just think B. I don't think it wasn't a divisive because you had plenty of people saying, "Well, we stand with Ukraine." I mean, not Ukraine. Excuse me.
Yeah, people saying they stand with Israel because Israel was like, "Oh no, it's all Pakistan."
I knew it was real when
I
knew it was real when I was delivering the package, working at Amazon, and I saw a fucking Ukraine flag.
That shit pisses me off. I ain't
Grand
gonna lie to you.
Ledge. I was like, "What the fuck? What's happening?"
But Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization, or like it's
I agree.
Like, come on, bro.
Absolutely agree. You know what?
Which I don't stand.
We
with
could
Black
go
Lives
deeper
Matter
into that, but it's too early. Because if we really talk about what I want to say about BLM, they kick us off YouTube, so we ain't gonna do that.
Listen, BLM is a terrible organization, but I just mean that we're so far against BLM, but we support Ukraine, who has actual Nazis in their ranks. But we're not gonna.
I agree.
Like if we start talking about that, people get mad.
We'll go back into it.
I'm telling you, the United States has no interest in that shit.
Bro, I got a question for you.
Shoot for it.
Houston, man, your girl. Niggas is feeling you. Niggas is munch. Ice Spice. Houston. She performed in Houston. Niggas was crickets. Niggas was crickets. Niggas wasn't feeling her, bro.
She need to get
Did
the
you just say my
popping.
girl?
That's your girl.
Who the fuck sold you that?
Ice Spice. You like Ice Spice, don't
I think
you?
it's me. I think it's me, and I don't like
Whoa,
Ice Spice.
yeah, you got the niggas.
Nah,
that shit trash. That nigga, he the munch.
Okay,
I'm not. Listen,
my bad. I stand corrected, DeAndre. That's your girl.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a proud man, but I ain't gonna.
Is she thick? Hell yeah.
She
is that song
thick.
trash?
Hell
yeah.
I was just talking about it earlier.
I stand corrected. DeAndre, did you see the video? She's performing in
Absolutely,
Houston.
I've seen the video.
And niggas is like,
did she at least twerk?
I don't.
Yeah, of course. That's the last option.
Listen, hold on. I don't. Let me know. Stop me if I'm being a little too provocative.
Go ahead.
I gotta say, listen, we all know what that move is. You know, when she start rapping, every time you watch an Ice Spice video, it's about 15 seconds where you're like, "Oh, I'm not feeling it," and then she bend over and grab it from the back.
Man, every nigga
she grab it from the front.
Hold on.
She grabbed that motherfucker from the front. I ain't gonna lie. Every time she do that, it gets enough.
Every nigga who
resets the clock.
Man.
It reset the clock. I'm telling you, it is.
They think about one motherfucking thing.
Yo, DeAndre, let me ask you a question.
I hope this bitch got her OnlyFans. That's all they thinking.
DeAndre, let me ask you a question. Would you ever pay for an OnlyFans subscription?
Very few individuals, yes.
I don't blame them, man.
Very few. I'm talking about. I don't blame them, man. Like 4 people in the world. That I'm like,
all right, name the 4 people you would, or at least 2 of them who you would pay.
Rihanna, Beyonce. As of right now, Ice Spice, I have to because I got to see.
I told him, like, niggas waiting for the OnlyFans. Ice Spice, get the OF ready, baby.
Yo, bro.
There's another one. I'm sure there's another like celebrity like crush. There's just like a famous celebrity. I'm like, I'd pay to see, depending what it was. But I ain't gonna lie. If Rihanna dropped if like a legitimate like OnlyFans,
then you paying for it.
I would have to see what it
absolutely,
bro. So you're paying for OnlyFans subscription too.
Depending what it is, like not no swimsuits, I'll tell you that. But like depending what it is, I'm thinking on a certain celebrity, a few, would have to see what it look like.
Jabril.
See, it would just be Rihanna. She don't even have to be nude. It would just be Rihanna. It just.
You know what?
You know what? I'm a fan. I'm a smart. I guess I'm a hypocrite. Which
I say this.
I am a firmly
Rihanna.
Against,
she's just, to me, she's like the fucking definition of like a goddess.
I am firmly against OnlyFans in turn, like a general, but like it, like me being a man, I'm gonna keep it a buck. There's certain people that I'm just like, I would have to see. I'm not gonna be a lifelong subscriber, but I'm gonna have to see what.
Yo, I think I'm too
to
red
Rihanna,
pilled out at this point.
To Rihanna, I'm a lifelong one.
I think I'm too red pilled out at this point because I would fucking never, ever.
Hold on. But we also, and I have to do this in all fairness because I don't like the way you just stated that, so I gotta interject.
I don't believe him anyway. I don't believe him.
It's not. I'm not even gonna say that I don't believe him, but I'm going to say this is a purely hypothetical. So we're talking about something that's Rihanna's most likely never going to make a OnlyFans.
That is also true.
Beyonce is most likely never going to make OnlyFans. Now Ice Spice, she got a real case.
Man, Ice Spice, my bro said put it. He said he got the subscription ready. He said 50 cents a month.
Listen here, bro. I would never, ever, fucking ever connect my goddamn credit card to a fucking OnlyFans account when I can literally type in Google and pull up a porn site and see bitches doing the same thing.
Have you ever paid for sex?
Well, you know,
I love life so much, but the whole point is
okay, Denzel. I hear what you're saying, but at the same time,
you're not wrong.
If you pay for sex, then you can pay for OnlyFans. That's all I'm saying.
Well, what I mean is that
it's different. It is different.
It's
it
very
is different.
different.
You're right. It is different.
So
one, you got to watch. The other, you get to enjoy you get the full experience. I give you that one.
Hear me out. The reason why I say it like that, because I think all men pay for sex. I get
it. That's semantics. I ain't gonna lie to you. I get it. That's
semantics. So that's what I'm talking about. I think that when you ask a girl on a date and she's like,
I hear that, but once
let's
again,
go to the restaurant.
That's all semantics. I hear you.
Hold on. No. Here's the thing. I have to interject because if I don't agree with that, and I don't agree with that because you're not paying for sex. Now you are. I disagree that it's purely transactional because a woman, you can go out to a date with a woman, go out to eat, whatever, go bowling, whatever the hell you want to go do, go to a movie and not get sex. I was like, if you go pay a woman of the night and say here's $20, make it do what it do, there is no in between on that,
bro.
No, because before you finish, but DeAndre is right. Like nigga, if I go to the red light district, I know that bitch that's sitting outside on that corner wants that money to suck my. I'm paying her for a specific
but I disagree.
thing.
You're right about that.
But no, I'm saying I hear what you're saying. Once again, that's why I say semantics because you're saying. Well, if I take you on a date, I do all these things, I buy you dinner, this and that.
You're paying for sex.
Listen,
but that's not all for sex, though. You telling me that every time you take a girl out for a date that you like, you're only doing it because, well, I just want to fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's different.
Don't make me.
No,
support
hold on.
movements. Could I feel like what you're?
Hold on.
That's dangerous. That's dangerous to me.
Give me 1 second. Not to say that it can't. My bad. Excuse me. Not to say it can't develop into something more bigger.
No, but the fact is that, bro,
it can't develop into a relationship. It can. All I'm saying is that there's a transaction that's being exchanged. You're paying for sex. That's what you're doing.
But that's I have to
disagree
man.
because when you listen, I hate that. I feel like you're making me like defend blue pill movement.
Me too.
But when you say it like that, when you way you're wording it, it's like it's like an obligation. I can't even say words. The way you're wording it is like, well, I'm paying for the date, so that means that I'm paying for the obligation of sex.
Yeah.
You're not paying for the obligation of sex because a woman isn't obligated to give you sex.
Exactly.
So you're not paying for sex. You're paying because you want to charm a woman and there's a possibility, but you're not paying just for the. What you're saying?
It is a 50-50.
Okay, so you guys are a little bit younger than me. And let's take
not by much.
Hold on. Let's take girlfriends and wives out of the equation. Let's completely take it out of the equation. So we're talking strictly single young men, right? Right? We're all three of us are doing that. When you see a attractive woman, what's the first thing you think about? And keep it 100. Keep it 100.
Whether or not I'm attracted to them.
No, yeah. If she's attractive, you see her and she's attractive, what's the first thing you're thinking about? If you see her.
I'm going to assume you're going to say sex.
Absolutely.
So I mean, what does Like
so the reason I'm saying that is to say, you go, oh, she's attractive. I want to have sex with her. What's the first thing I got to do? Take her out to dinner. Take her out on a date. Take her to the movies. It's a transaction. You're paying money.
But that's not always like true. Like if that's
so
what
tell me I'm wrong. So again, we're taking girlfriends,
like I
wives
said,
out of this.
But
when
once again, there are
women,
but there are women who would literally do that for money. They will have sex with you for money. Like you don't have to take them out to dinner.
It's one and the same.
They would just do it.
It's one and the same.
No, because
they just make it easier than the other girls do.
Because one is like, okay, I'm okay with this. Like you came to me directly. I'm okay with this. This is a transaction. I'm going to give you
I
the
disagree.
D. But also, the other one is this. The other one is this. Is that you take a girl out to dinner and shit. Most likely she ain't gonna try to fuck you at the end of the night. You know this, nigga. You watching us Fresh and Fit. You hear these bitches say that shit. They say they use you type of niggas for money. So don't sit here and say that it's the same thing. Bro.
One of them make it easier than the other one.
But it's not the same thing if the women ain't gonna do it.
It's the same thing. One of them are just better
like
at.
I said, I disagree that you're saying that you're paying for sex when most men know that just because I give a girl dinner, movie date, whatever, I'm not gonna get sex.
Bro, I'm saying we see these girls on these shit stuff.
Hold on. So how about this? Can you get sex without paying? Can I just talk to a girl, raise a girl up? I feel her vibe, she feel my vibe, and we have sex.
Yeah.
So in that you don't have to pay. And I hear you saying it's not like it's an obligation. What I'm saying is, if I go give a woman money for sex, I know I'm getting sex. If I go to a first date with a girl,
okay,
I am not. At least in my opinion,
100%.
When I go on the first date, I'll be honest with you, I am not expecting to fuck. That is not my intentions. At least for me, I'm not going there like, yo, if I do this, she gonna come home with me. Like, no, I'm trying to get the feel of her. I'm not trying to fuck until I know that, all right, I'm really like, I got some kind of trust with you.
I 100% agree with both of you. It can be that way. Majority of the time, sex is a transaction. Like, it's literally like, yo, I did
hear
this.
What you're saying, but I'm saying in this instance, in the way like this situation, this example, I just don't agree with it because I feel like it's a large. Okay,
let's remember too. Let's remember
with the way we're talking about this.
Let's take our personal experiences out of the equation.
I mean, I am, but what you're saying,
majority of the time, sex is transactional.
But what you're saying, bro, is saying you're telling like this girl is obligated.
I don't think you heard what I just said.
No, I'm hearing, but Denzel, the fact is this: we are hearing you. But what we're translating to you is what we're hearing you say, bro. We're saying we hear the issue with what we feel like is this. What you're saying is that she is obligated to fuck you. That's not what I said. Because you bought her some fucking steak.
That's not what I said.
That's what we're hearing, bro. That's what we're explaining to you. That's what we're hearing.
Take your personal experiences outside of the equation.
I'm not putting my personal experience in it, though. That's the thing.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Will you agree with me that majority of interactions with women and men when it comes to sex is transactional?
Majority of the interactions you have with people is kind of transactional.
When it comes to sex, though, can you agree with me?
I think
that's what I'm saying. Like most of your interaction people are transactional. That's how humans work.
So when you say, "Do you pay for sex?" I would hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second.
Pay with money?
I would say
time, effort. What?
I would say most men pay for sex because it's transactional.
And I said that is semantics. I never said that. That's not wrong.
Like
I said that
is
semantics.
You're like tomato.
I pay. When I hear pay, I'm always going to assume monetary.
Denzel,
if you mean pay,
you're going to when you do that, you're not only paying. You're paying with time. You're paying with your emotions. You're paying with all these different things. I hear what you're saying. But I'm talking directly money to hand for some sex. Not, nigga, I have to take her out for a few dates before I get to stick my dick in her.
I think that's the same thing, bro.
It's not.
To be honest with you.
It's not.
I would
How is me paying $100 one time to fuck a girl one time compared to me going on 3 dates, which is going to accumulate more than $100?
3 dates, which is 30, 60, 90. That's pretty much $100.
Nah, because you know them bitches ain't going to let you take them to no broke-ass restaurant. So be honest with you. Be honest. Over 3 dates, you're probably going to spend over $300. To fuck a bitch when I can go to the street corner and pay for it?
Food, I mean, like an average date, sushi, movie.
If anything, it's more expensive to do it that way.
Let's say 80 to 100 per date.
What girl you gonna take to some fucking Applebee's? Ain't no chick gonna want to go to no Applebee's with you, bro. You know that. So you seen the atmosphere of these women nowadays. You can't do that no more.
I've been on a date with a girl at Applebee's before.
Denzel, that is not Denzel. You're looking. You're talking about past experiences, bro.
You're right.
Look at the atmosphere.
Yeah, you're right. You're in
that atmosphere where you got to go to Benihana's. Yeah. You got to go somewhere where the fucking steak costs $250. And you're
also right because I'm using my personal experience. I don't want to do it. I want to talk in generalities here. Like
that's all I'm doing.
I think an average date now in today's, like I said, like a low end date is like go to get some sushi, go to a movie type shit. Like something, and that's like I said, 40, like low end for sushi, 40, 50 bucks.
I feel like women got, and that to me is that's a good time. A lot of women nowadays say, no, nigga, that's broke. You just say you broke.
I mean, they're not wrong. It is broke. Only $150, $150 for
when did dates require you to spend a stack?
It's broke because it's broke because women.
It's only broke because they deem it to be broke.
Than men, because as men, we're the providers. So like
because feminists gave women the idea that their value is always at 10, so they deserve everything in the fucking world. That's the issue.
I mean, you're not necessarily wrong.
All I'm saying is you pay one way or another. That's all I'm saying.
Semantics,
bro. We're literally saying the same thing.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think providing. I hear what you're saying. You're trying to cut it to a T, but I don't agree that being a provider as a man taking a girl on a date is me paying for sex. I think that's just the right thing to do because that's the social norms. And I don't think the social norm is paying for sex. I don't think social norms, because prostitution is looked at, frowned upon. Maybe not now, but in general, talking about traditional values, it's frowned upon. And I have traditional values. So I think you telling me as somebody who wants to like be a standard traditional man that I'm paying for sex is a little bit disrespectful. And I don't think you're trying to be disrespectful, but I'm letting you know. If you hold traditional values, saying that you're paying for sex is a crazy thing to say. Because like back in the day, in the 50s and 60s, when men were courting women, I don't think they were paying for sex. I think they were trying to show that woman that I'm a decent man and you would be good for me.
I agree with that. Like I do agree. Like that's what it sounds like though. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like, bro.
Listen, you're paying for an obligation. You're paying for someone to provide the other half that you're looking for. So whether, like Jabril said, it's semantics. Whether the way you look at it is this way or that way, you're paying for what you want.
I think the way that it is being put, it sounds like how you look obligation. At it. That's what I think. It's how you,
because you're looking at it like if I'm literally saying I am not spending this money expecting sex, then you can't say. All right,
let me ask you this: then you meet the beauty of your life. She's the 100% woman you cherish and care about. You pay all the bills. You take care of everything. Yeah. You gonna be cool if she don't fuck you?
No.
You're paying for sex.
That's not fair because
in a relationship. Are you talking about a relationship?
No, because that's his responsibilities as a man. You're gonna take care of everything. When that you do it right now. So most men in a relationship, you're not gonna let a woman lead your relationship. So what's the responsibility
of the woman then? It's sex, nigga. You paying for the sex.
It depends on the dynamic. What kind of relationship are we talking about?
That's how I'm gonna look at it. That's how I'm gonna look at it. Because this is how it sounds like. No, that's how it sounds like.
Hold on.
It sounds like you're equating me to taking care of my woman and me doing nice things for her as the same as me giving $50 to a fucking hooker to suck my dick. That's what it sounds like. And it does sound disrespectful. I'm just telling you, that's what it sounds like.
It's the same thing.
It's not.
Once again, what are we talking about?
It's opinion, but it's not.
Are you looking for just sex or are you looking for a relationship?
Because I said it was like just straight sex.
In a relationship, I'm not looking for just sex.
A whole relationship is transactional.
It's more than just sex, though. Sex paying for just sex is me just. I'm not looking for no relationship for this girl.
That is transactional, though. Just as a relationship is transactional.
I believe a relationship is transactional. I don't believe it's purely based around sex, though. I think that's where you're losing me. I give my time, she gives her time.
See, this is where This is where I think you might be confused because if you're a man and you're in a relationship, what do you require?
I mean, your woman not to be promiscuous, not to be a hoe. I mean, if you're working all the time, then her to take care of the household. If you're together like that, I mean, raise your kids.
What else?
I mean, not be a
It's sex. Stop playing. It's sex. You know that's what you require. You know that's what you're looking for.
That's what everybody requires. What you're saying is that the root of relationship is sex. What I'm saying is I don't believe that's what it is for most people. I don't. In an actual relationship, like that, if you're talking about just sex, that's different.
If it was just sex, then seriously, if it was just sex you were looking for, you would just be with any girl, right?
No,
because it's just because it's just transactional. That's what it sounds like. You're saying just because the relationship is transactional, just like how sex is, that means you're willing to be with any fucking girl and be in a relationship with her because you're looking for sex.
Then we could go
because that is transactional. There are, but I'm saying, but it's just because that's strictly transactional.
We could go back to Chris Rock's joke. Men cannot go back sexually. Women cannot go back in lifestyle. So if that was the case, you would just have sex with. You would just pick any girl. But
that's what I'm saying. That's what it's saying.
True. That's not true to some extent because there's plenty of women that had better niggas and then get forced to be with bum motherfuckers.
Well, yeah, you just said like women can't go back in lifestyle.
No, I'm saying there's plenty of women that had a good nigga, fucked it up, and then they would have broke nigga now. That happens.
Yeah, they definitely go back in lifestyle. Don't be like that.
We're talking
Don't
about
be like that.
No.
We're
talking about the minority at that point.
It's not really a minority because a lot of these chicks we see a lot of, once again, just the atmosphere of today. A lot of them don't want a good man who's making good money. They want that nigga to do what? He needs to have a side hustle. Oh, what's the kind of side hustle he needs? Oh, he needs to be selling drugs. He needs to be scamming. That's not going forward in lifestyle. That's going back. So you can't say that. That statement is kind of false because that is going back in lifestyle. If a man is making 6 figures a year, sitting behind a desk in an office, that's a lifestyle most men will want. 6 figures, but you want to go fuck with a drug dealer who got no life, no career. Like, you can't put drug dealer on a piece of paper.
That's a certain type of woman, but there are legitimate, like, large, in my opinion, a large category of women that love the excitement and the bad boy, type, like aesthetic.
I think that's most women. Like most women want thrills, and they ain't just got to be drug dealers. It could just be any kind of like dangerous occupation. Most women want the thrills. They want that, like you said, that bad boy. It don't matter how you look at it. It could be a dude who's gang banging who ain't got to sell drugs, a gangster, or someone in the mob. It could be just crazy shit.
What does he want from her?
Probably sex, like I said, in that particular circumstance.
Yeah, I love. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what my point was.
I'm confused because are we talking about the totality? Because the totality of men don't purely get their women based off of sex.
I don't thrive off sex. Like, it's not my drive. Like, I don't
the totality.
If I don't have sex every day, bro, I'm still going to go on living. I don't have sex every day,
of course,
but I'm still going to live.
No,
but that's what it sounds like. You're saying relationships are based on
what you said. That's semantics.
But the majority of people are in some kind of committed relationship. Whatever, they're in a relationship with a person. The majority of people are not picking their partners purely based off of sex. At least men. Really, it's women. Really, the issue we're talking about who does that is women because women control the access to sex.
So no, I don't think
women get their men based off of sex. Men get their women based off of sex.
I don't think the majority of men are picking their relationships based off of sex, but I do think they're picking their relationships off of sexual attraction, who they're attracted to, which is equivalent.
But that's always the first basis of any interaction between humans.
Correct.
Always, especially when if you're looking to build something with that human.
Correct. And the whole point of this conversation was me pointing out that no matter which way you look at it, you pay for sex. It's transactional. That's the only thing I was trying to point out.
It's all opinions.
It's transactional. Now, I specify if you can call a hooker, like, yo, I need 30 minutes. Yo, come do this. Like, that's definitely different than a guy taking a girl on 3 dates and like.
That's all I was saying.
Yo, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, I guess like I said,
no matter how you put it, like I said, it is semantics.
Transactional in money or transactional in time.
It's different, but do I think it kind of aligns with the same basis?
No, because I mean, the first time I had sex, I didn't spend a fucking dime.
Me neither.
So that's what he meant by transactional.
So
I was talking about money.
I'm
talking about money, not see when you're doing what we were talking about as far as like you got a relationship and taking it out. That is more than just money, my nigga. That's time.
So what your argument is that you can have sex without spending a dime.
I'm saying if you mean transactional, if you're talking about transactional sex,
you telling me
talking about purely money with or without money?
Never did that.
Is it transactional?
No,
money?
I absolutely did. But let me ask you, with that girl that you didn't spend a dime for, did you walk up to her and just go, let's have sex, and y'all had sex?
No, we were together. Which
means you spend what?
No, I didn't spend no money on her.
That means you spent time. Time is money.
This is
Denzel, that's
why I
dumb. That's dumb. That's not.
Yo, this is why I love y'all.
This is why I want to have
Yo,
conversation. Because at the very beginning of the conversation,
that is dumb.
Yes, sir.
That's
not dumb at all.
That is dumb because you
time
never.
is money.
No,
you never specified
stop
with
that
us.
bullshit.
We asked multiple times.
Stop with
Time
that
is money.
bullshit.
Don't do that.
DeAndre just sat here.
DeAndre
just sat here and said,
ahead,
"Bro, are you talking about money? Are you talking about transactional and like time, emotional power, and all this other shit?"
I heard
nigga,
that.
That's what we're talking about. You can't. Time is bro. Stop with that. Time is money shit.
Bro.
Well, then, nigga, you need to be working 24 hours a day because, brother, you are broke. We are broke, brother.
Bro,
why are we not working every day? Well,
I agree with
we
you.
wasting time right now, bro. We need to be at fucking work.
Nah. I'm monetized on Twitch. I get
it's fine, but then we need to be doing this shit 24 hours a day. That's my point, bro.
What I'm saying, so I hear what you're saying, right? And I agree again that there's definitely a difference between hollering at Shuki Poo on the side of the street and, paying her $100 to get some head and taking a girl out on 3 dates. All I'm saying is time is money. Eventually, you lead to the same thing unless real relationships are built. Back to what DeAndre said, unless you meet someone like you're like, yo, I really fuck with you, yo. Like that's the only difference.
The only reason I got a problem with that statement is time is money is that you need time for yourself. So time can't always be money. You got to use time better than just always trying to go to work. That's all I'm saying.
I disagree, bro.
I just think that if you want to split hairs, just because I feel like this is getting a little drawn out to me.
Yeah, it is. I actually want to ask you about something else.
You are right that every interaction with any human being is transactional. So technically, sex is transactional, whether it's time, money, effort, emotions, whatever it may be. I just, once again, my main thing was, and it may be I was misconstruing your point, was that I was under the impression that you're trying to say that transactional, you meant money. Because there are a lot of men out there that say, oh, well, you take a girl out for a date or whatever, you're paying for sex. It's like, I'm not paying for sex. I'm first of all, the reason why I'm even got the girl on the date, don't want to call her a bitch because that'd be a little disrespectful, is because I like them. I'm not going on a date with a woman I don't like. That's me. Now, maybe you go on a date, you realize that you don't like her, that's different. But I'm like, I'm not going to be like, I don't like that bitch. But if I give her this motherfucker Applebee's, she might go something stupid. Personally, I'm not doing that because I fucking can't stand people anyways. So if I want to give you time, effort, and even money, I must fuck with you a little bit. But like I said, that's just me. Now, there's plenty of other dudes I'm sure out here that's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this girl out.
They with it.
And I'm like, that's fine. But I'm saying is, I don't think that's the majority of people. I don't think that's the majority of men. Considering that, what's the stat you always see in like Fresh and Fit and all the the red pill casts? What is it, like 20% of men is sleeping with, or 20-30% of men is sleeping with all the women?
Actually, I think it's like 5 to 20% of men.
It's a super low amount of men.
Very low number.
So in my personal opinion, I don't believe that a bunch of men that can get all the women are spending their money on the women.
Yeah, no, I definitely would agree.
So
with
that's
that.
why I'm saying I really don't believe that most people that are in relationships or having sex are paying for it in terms of like they're eat with money monetarily. I don't believe they're giving I'm gonna take this.
So your point is that it's just relationship.
I just think in general, I think that there's men out there who, like you said, you don't, because you have it like that, because you're entertaining, because you're funny, you're charismatic, you're attractive enough as a man.
Oh, okay.
That you don't even have to spend money as a man.
But
and I'm not saying all the time, but I'm saying
they would be the top. They would be the top.
I'm saying the large majority of men, from my understanding, that are having sex with most of the women are those type of men. They're them what's great Blake Griffin, because he just had a kid with allegedly with Lana
I seen
Rhodes.
that.
I'm saying I don't think Blake Griffin got on wine and dine Lana Rhodes.
Yo, he's gonna sue you. Better
you
stop
feel me?
playing.
I don't think this 6'9" fucking superhuman got a wine and dine a fucking porn star. Now, if he did, maybe because he lives a lifestyle like that, he just don't care. But I don't think Blake Griffin don't got to be like, listen, I got to take her out to the Salt Bay's best restaurant to get her to give me some pussy. Like,
yeah, there are many girls who would just fuck an NBA player just because they're an NBA player.
So I guess, and there's a bunch of semantics in this, so I don't want to stay on it too long. But I'm just saying, in my opinion, I don't think the majority of men out here have to spend money to get sex. The majority, a lot of men don't. I'm not saying there are men who don't do that, but I'm saying a lot of majority of men, in my opinion, don't got to spend money to get sex because it's a minority of men that's having sex anyways. For the sake of time,
I respectfully disagree. I think most men are paying for sex, but
with money,
yeah,
okay.
And I think just men in general are paying for sex, whether they do it or not. I think that's happening. But anyway, agree to disagree. I think that was a great discussion. I can't wait to clip that shit up. But I want to ask you guys about something else that I seen earlier on the internet. Yo, the internet is fucking bro. Like, we can't live with the internet. We can't live without the internet. Elon Musk, he releases a prototype of the first robot. This robot is supposedly going to be able to help us with everyday tasks, take out the trash, put the meat in the refrigerator out of the freezer so it can defrost, put gas in the car.
That shit won't be ready for another 150 years.
You think so?
Bro, that nigga shit take forever.
How do you guys feel about artificial intelligence?
That shit gonna take over. I mean, we got too many movies detailing what's gonna fuck is gonna happen. We got too many movies. All right, robot. Look at all the Terminator series.
Did I get a chance to see it by any chance?
No,
absolutely.
I didn't know I knew he's doing the AI thing, and he's building the brain chip, which I kind of think is cool.
With the Neuralink,
I think that's kind of fucking cool.
That shit is dangerous.
It is, because niggas it's gonna be cyberpunk. They gonna hack your brain and blow that shit up.
Definitely.
Sorry, guys, I had the hiccups. This is coming from two niggas that's not vaccinated. Y'all gonna put that chip?
What the fuck does that mean?
Y'all no, because when you mention the fucking chip, the shit that he want to put in your arm, I know y'all ain't putting that shit in your
brain chip.
I'm not getting a fucking Neuralink. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
No, I said it was cool.
That's what I'm
Hold
saying.
up. I said it was cool. Hold up. Did you not just hear what the fuck we just said? I said it was cool.
That shit is dangerous.
I just agreed with that nigga. I said he's gonna blow up somebody's brain doing that shit. Why the fuck would I put that in my head?
That's what I'm saying. I know y'all not putting
I just said it's cool, nigga. Like you play Cyberpunk, nigga, that's exactly what they got in their head. And you know what? Motherfuckers hack that shit and they blow motherfuckers' heads up. That's all I'm saying.
He gonna put that shit in his arm.
Bro, nah, I'm good.
I'm a peerless.
See, Denzel, he talking a lot of shit. He gonna be in the fucking line. All they gotta do is mention some music capabilities. And he's gonna unlock the next level of music. That nigga,
yo, give me that shit.
He gonna be in that motherfucker talking about.
And that nigga gonna be in the middle of the living room, acting like he on the keyboard.
Put that shit
in augmented reality and shit. Like, no, we not doing that. That's not for me. I got to.
You know, Trey gonna get it. They gonna like, nigga, they got GTA in this hoe.
Facts. Yo, T Grizzly got his own.
Nigga gonna be outside running, playing GTA.
So yeah, I would never get that chip and put it in your arm.
No, I don't believe in altering my view reality. Like I'm like, I mean, if you don't know,
okay,
I'm super anti like psychedelics for that reason, because I don't believe in like altering like my view reality. I don't believe in like changing the composition. Yo,
I'm
of my brain.
super similar to that, and you know what's crazy? That's one of the reasons why I don't smoke weed. We've had this conversation a bunch of times.
He's just being a wuss.
You might be right about that. I just don't like. I don't like my reality. Like I don't like me not being in control of my reality.
But you're not really in control of your reality.
That's a really good point.
No, I mean it's true though. No, you're not in control.
No, I agree with you 100%.
You don't control anything that
but
happens.
I think like that's too much of.
Now, are you scared? Are you scared of losing your motor skills? I can understand that. If that was
I'm afraid of not.
I'm not saying, but I feel like because it's happened to me. The first time I got high on weed, I smoked out of a bong, and like I told you, everything started spinning. I didn't get scared because everything was spinning. I got scared because I was losing my motor skills. And that's what made me feel out of touch with my reality, because I was losing motor skills.
So I agree with you 100%. I'm afraid of losing control of like whatever.
I don't want to like.
I feel like it seems like you're talking about like your zen.
Weed is different.
I understand that. I understand that. He's talking about like shrooms.
I'm talking about like DMT shroom. I'm talking about
try
shit
that kind of shit.
Motherfuckers take it.
He's talking about the hardcore psychedelics.
And I don't believe in other random shit. Yeah. I tripped balls for 30 minutes. I don't believe in shit like that. That's crazy.
I want to try that shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Weed is different to me.
I don't know how the fuck I've mastered the drug of alcohol. I can drink like. Yo, I gotta drink a lot.
It seems like you can hallucinate on alcohol more than marijuana.
Well, that's the thing. I have to drink a lot of damn alcohol to not be like myself.
Well, you're not wrong, but what I'm talking about, and I think what you guys we're all talking about something slightly different. I'm talking about purely the way you look at, like people talk. If you listen to Joe Rogan and these people talking about,
there are mushrooms.
They're talking about they've seen
ayahuasca.
Yeah, that is wild.
I want to try that. Shit sounds
edible
cool.
and feel like I'm melting into the couch is way different.
See, for me, I'm different.
You say that so easily though.
I've already done, because that doesn't change the way I look at life.
I feel me feeling like I'm melting, bro. You feeling like you melting in the couch, and me feeling like I melt in the couch might be two.
No, and you're right.
See, the thing, but it's funny.
I feel like that
doesn't
change
because
it. Like that, when you take DMT and shit like that, it literally changes the way your brain works.
Okay, that's not 100% true, but it at times it is. But that is depending on the person and the dosage. If you start a high dosage and you're someone who's never done it before, you can literally give yourself fucking schizophrenia. But you can do the same thing smoking weed. You can literally make yourself paranoid.
I feel like it's almost hard
but that
to do
is
weed,
only.
though.
That's not true. That's
how much
only.
Weed you, to give you
don't even have to smoke that much. It's just more like when you're smoking weed, you can become very fucking paranoid. Yeah. You can't hallucinate off marijuana. It just depends how strong it is. If you're a first time smoker and you smoke some really strong shit, you're probably gonna trip balls. I promise you that. But it depends how long the trip is.
I remember the first time I smoked weed, bro. I was high for 3 days.
See, now that is some wild shit. That can fuck with your brain function.
Yeah, I agree.
That
I was
can
high
alter.
for 3 days,
now
bro.
that can make you paranoid and alter reality. But for some, but also those same people who do develop schizophrenia probably already have. I don't know if it's like a gene or something, but it's already there.
They got some kind of predisposition to it.
It's already there.
I might have that gene, bro. I might have that shit.
Which is a fair and good point.
Yeah, I don't like. So let me give you an example, right? I'm drinking right now. I'm on my second or third beer. I know when it shit strikes 4 a.m., I'm going to be back to normal again. I don't know that with weed. That's why I don't fuck
See, the thing with weed is you kind of do know that. It's not like...
No, I don't know that, bro.
You see...
Because remember
when
I
told you, your first time, when I just explained, like, your niggas probably didn't... They set you up like I got set up. Like, they just said, did you want to take a hit? They never said, hey, bro... This is like a real strong strand of marijuana. You should, do you still want to hit this? Whatever you hit, and also I'm not saying your friends would like set you up, but certain shit can be mixed. It can be fucked with. Your shit sounds like, nigga, they could have laced your shit with some shrooms or something. You said 3 days. I've never heard anyone being that high.
I was high for 3 days, bro.
For 3 days.
That's crazy, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm like, I don't know. That could just be where your body is. Like, it's just a crazy fucking thing. Like, but I mean, as far as like me smoking, I just get super fucking high and just chilled.
Yeah.
And then you be good to go the next morning.
Bro, not even the next morning, bro. Like
3 hours later.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It depends how much you smoke, because I smoke.
That's crazy.
I am a very small smoker.
But he knows how much I like. Me and Jocelyn will smoke. Like, we'd face 2 blunts back to back. That would have us fucking floating. I'd be high as shit. But guess what? 2 hours later, I'm back to fucking normal. And I'm able to function. Like, nigga, on my way here, bro, like, my high, like, I smoked 2 hours ago. Dude, my high just laid off, like, probably an hour ago.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
It is like a time thing.
That's crazy.
What you smoking, how much you smoke. I mean,
like, I feel like when you're drunk, the only time, like, you know when it's going to end is when you fucking fall asleep. And when you wake up, that's when you feel like, oh,
I see what you're saying.
But if you try to stay up all night while being drunk, that shit really don't wear off like how it would with marijuana.
Oh, okay.
Because marijuana,
I agree with you.
When you smoke weed, nigga, I don't have to worry about my head hurting. I ain't got to worry about my stomach. I ain't got to worry about the hangover part of it.
So a high will definitely come down.
But and there's no hangover. There's no after effects after that. Like, bro, when I come down, I'm down.
You're right. That's where you got to kind of know your talents. Like, right now I'm drinking, right? I have to work in the morning. I know by like 3 to 4 a.m., it's gonna be like normal shit.
See, yeah, like you said, you would have to stop drinking, bro. I can smoke all the way up to 6 o'clock in the morning. Like I said, and then feel like I have to go to work, nigga. I will be fine. I can go to work high as fuck, bro, and be fine,
bro. I couldn't.
You couldn't do that drinking.
God, I could never.
Like, but once you start smoking and you develop like a schedule, or really once you get used to it, it becomes a habit.
It's kind of like you said. This shit fucked with my motor skills so much.
Like I said, for you, I understand. That fucked with you bad and hard.
That gave me
it would definitely push you away. I'm not telling you like, yo, you got to do this. No, I'm like, if you're going to smoke with people, like I told you, damn, I'm like, I wish you would have smoked with me, because I'm like, I wouldn't have done that to you. I would have told you like, yo, I would have started you off like in a bowl. Get a little nug. I'm like, bro, hit this.
And you know that's what I got now.
Yeah.
I got my bowl.
And I told you, I'm like, I would have started you off that way. I would have started you off with a joint, at least a joint.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's how I started him off. I started nigga off with a joint. He was like, yo, I'm going to hit this blunt. Bro, I was like, are you sure about that? I'm like, this shit's strong. Bro, I wrote this nigga a joint and I gave it to him. Nigga smokes it. Off his fucking ass, off a joint. The joints we roll, like the roll we have, ain't that big, bro.
And the word implies, that little pussy got some power. That little motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, man.
You put the right
pussy
shit,
got some
bro.
power. Yo, shout out Plies, yo.
You put a little. I'm telling you, ain't nothing like it, because I don't smoke a lot.
Right.
So like, I'll go like 4 or 5 months and not.
What
time
are we wrapping this up before my girl start calling me because she fucked up her arm?
We're wrapping this up right now. This is actually the end of the end.
My bad for ruining it, guys. I ain't want to ruin the energy.
Nah, you didn't ruin anything.
But
actually, I was gonna tell you like we went over an hour already. So
okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning into the Preciselymess.
Oh yeah, this was an interesting
podcast,
one. I think I like this one. This was interesting.
This one we had much more conflict in this.
Yeah, we had some conflict. That's what y'all needed.
Absolutely, man. We love the conflict. We already know. Y'all make sure y'all follow me everywhere at Old Men Sipping on Instagram, Old Men Sipping on Twitter, Old Men Sipping on YouTube, and Preciselymess on Instagram and YouTube. We got two of my favorite people on the earth.
One day I will get some fucking social media shit set up. You gotta give me time. I gotta make I gotta make new shit because I ain't trying to send people to my old shit.
He better than me because I think all y'all motherfuckers on the internet are weird. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we working on it.
Before we done,
I appreciate
this.
y'all
This is the weirdo
but
who plays 2K on PS5 with niggas he yell at all night.
Listen, and I ain't gonna lie. If I seen them motherfuckers in real life, I ain't gonna lie. They would get mixed.
You shooting, nigga? You
like they selling them. They be selling my boy.
All right, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in for next week. We gonna come with it. All right.
Stay dangerous.